Hey everybody, I'm back. It's been actually probably quite a few months since I've made a video, but I just wanted to do like an update video since I've been off of work for 9 months so far. And something actually kind of important has come up today, and I think it's been trying to come up is about creativity. And I feel like that's something from being in civil engineering and doing a lot of stuff that really doesn't require a lot of creativity from me. It's more, and especially being on a consulting side, how much it was about billable hours and salary and getting the job done as fast as you can with the least amount of help possible, um, about productivity. And I just kind of noticed that productivity is like a shadow or almost a superficial um, goal focused area or end result focused uh, area that um, kind of is like, I guess, a surface level of the actual creativity. So productivity is kind of like a shadow of creativity in a way. Creativity is very much about spaciousness and creating and allowing and being and um, those types of feelings. And I don't feel that was really um, in the career I was in. But anyway, I just that just came up this morning. I thought that was really fascinating to see that I'm in a stage of connecting back with my own creativity and inner peace and whatnot. But I guess I just wanted to update since it's been 9 months for me being off of work and still not doing anything of making money or Um, yeah, I've been exploring other career options. The 40-hour work week just doesn't appeal to me yet right now. Don't get me wrong, I still have goals. I would love to move maybe to a different neighborhood or to I don't know. I have income making goals that just not ready yet, I guess. It's just not my time, but I am exploring things. Exploring other careers and exploring the impulses to just run out and get another career and be like, I'm making this much money now, let me just go buy a house somewhere else. Um, I'm not saying I can't do that, I'm just saying I'm not there yet. So, anyway, what have I been doing? My day to day, different things that I've been experiencing and whatnot. Sorry, this is not very organized today. Um, I guess mostly right now everything seems more what I would call like a spiritual journey. That seems to be woven into most of my day to day. Everything's just more about connecting back to myself, coming back to myself, exploring why I did what I did anyway, exploring, um, what do I regret now at the age and the stage that I'm in? What do I regret now? And I've come to realize that regret is just showing me that I've grown. So I don't have to be upset or angry about the mistakes that I've made or things that I could have done better. Simply, I would be in a different place than I am now if I would have done it better. However, I can see that that's no longer what I want to do. And I've grown in a way that I can make better choices and set my future self up. In another 10, 20 years, my future self will be in a lot better place than what my past self left me in now. Either way, it's gonna work out fine. But it's just something that I noticed and learned about. I've also come upon. Um, I've looked at human design stuff for quite some time. That system, and I really enjoy learning about myself in that way. It's very much like a blueprint or a map or the mechanics of how one would work. Um, but I've also found gene keys, which has become more of like a meditative and contemplating different things about myself that would keep me in a reactional state. So I've noticed since this time off too, it gives me a lot more space and time to really notice where I'm reacting to things and where my emotional immaturity level has been at for quite some time. And it's giving me a lot of time and space to really work with myself and start to develop a relationship with myself and being the person that I want to be rather than the person that I just grew up being. So that's something that is a part of my everyday. Now that the weather's getting a lot nicer, I've been outside a lot. I love being outside. Um, I tend to see some of my retired friends during the day. I do my own work around the house. I'm doing remodeling. Um, I've updated the kitchen so far with crown molding, paint, fixed the ceiling, stripped the countertop, put a new floor in, painted. I guess it was already painted, but I've repainted cabinets, and so it gives me time to do a lot of stuff at home. So I'm doing more cooking, cleaning. I'm taking care of the yard, just the stuff that when you're working all the time, it's like I just have energy to get that stuff done around the house. Taking walks, riding a bike, getting groceries, doing all the house stuff that would normally be done, trying to do those things while I'm working and while my husband's working. I guess other things. I guess I've been doing a lot of yard care, new plants, and mulching and watering. Excuse me. I was helping some of my friends quite a bit. One of my friends moved to a part of town that I kind of wouldn't mind being in. I want to go there. But I do get to enjoy her place now too when I go there. Doing my best also to, excuse me, to not overspend. I really think about my purchases, kind of revert back to my frugality that I had when I was, 16, 17, 18, to I was 20 something and got my first salaried job. I have been exploring other careers and just really growing as a person. So I've explored project management and accounting and bookkeeping and I don't know, there's so many free online classes, there's so much free stuff. I've been exploring economics, which has been really helpful. Also been exploring more trading and finance, and these things really interest me. And what else? Yeah, I guess I just too really just been growing as a person, especially in the emotional maturity area. That's one of the bigger lessons I've learned since getting married is the emotional immaturity that my parents had, especially my mother. That all is coming out. I mean, I think it's always been there. It's just now it's just more reflective. Like it's just easier to see with someone else around all the time, and it's easier to see where I'm projecting my lack of inner peace or my lack of inner understanding, my denial, just a lot of the qualities that I need. I mean, I just have to laugh. You have to laugh at yourself. It's and not take it too seriously, which is hard to do. But I'm seeing it and I'm growing, and it's long, it's hard, it's frustrating to do. But it's only gonna make my life better in the long run. If I could keep my cool in most situations just because I see it from a bigger picture, I think that's worth my entire life right there. To not be overly reactional to things I can't control and learning how to let go of control. That's been another thing. We have some different neighbors that moved in, and the nicer the weather out, the more pot we smell, and it's just not something I'm used to living next to. It's not something I want to experience on a daily basis, especially when I can't keep my windows open. Uh, just depending on who's there at the house next door. We've had a few days now that we've been able to keep windows open because there's one or two individuals that are not there currently. Um, but like learning how to let go of control and just accept that this is how things are at the moment. Um, so just learning a lot. I feel like when it comes to emotional maturity, everything feels like it's hard sometimes. Everything's triggering, everything is a problem, everything makes you feel powerless, everything you feel like you can never rest, you can never relax. And so I'm happy that I'm doing this. I'm actually very happy for this time off, though I go kind of up and down with the time off. I'm happy with the things that I'm learning, and also learning how to feel supported even without an income coming in. Learning how to trust myself more, and allowing myself to trust in the process that I'm going through, and knowing that everything's going to be okay. With the looks of how everything's going right now, excuse me. I am sorry. I know that's so annoying on a video. Uh, but I tend to get really kind of closed up when I'm talking and sharing something. So I guess anyway, just where I was at, trusting the process that I'm going through, trusting the journey that I'm going through, and that whatever is going to come next for income making will be fine. You know, there's a few things that I can tell is going on here. Like I might get into trading, or I might get into a few other things of doing stuff online, or I don't know. Those are just things that have been sitting there. I thought too, maybe a part-time job would be nice. If I go get a 40-hour a week job right now, the only thing that sounds relaxing is in the library, working in the library. Every other jobs where I know I could be making six figures sound really stressful to me, even though I want that money. And I guess it's just seeing what actually works for me, learning how to live from a place of trusting myself and what actually is going to support the lifestyle and the way I want to feel on a normal everyday basis. I don't think I want to wake up anymore at 5:30 in the morning dreading going to work. I know that's a pretty common thing for people. I'm just trying to explore and see if it's possible to not. Because you hear a lot of things, people are like, follow your passion and do what you love to do, and it's not really good advice because it doesn't actually teach you how to do that for yourself. It's a lot of things to figure out if you're going to learn how to do that yourself. It's a lot of trial and error, it's a lot of testing, it's a lot of research. It's can feel painstakingly slow. So I think too that's part of what this is about too, is it's my own experiment with life, and it's my own research, and it's my own experience, and it's something that hopefully I'll be able to share. You know, what happened to me, what I've gone through, my journey with it, and I'm gonna guess eventually I'll be able to give a clear idea of what people mean when they say that, and how you would go about finding that for yourself, or like the bigger picture or the deeper meaning of it. Like, let's just stop saying random things like that. Unless we can explain what it means, it's a great idea, but how many people have we seen actually live and walk that out? I've not experienced or seen it or anything. I'm just walking through it to hopefully be able to share it with people one day, to give a bigger picture of things. So anyway, I guess my neighbor's gonna mow his grass now. But that was it. I guess that's where I'm at. It's been 9 months off. I'm going through things, learning how to trust myself, learning how to not live from a victim or lack mindset, even with no income coming in, because everything is fine. Everything is fine. I'm not struggling. Can I go spend off the deep end? No. Can I save a bunch of money for a new house? No. Can I save a bunch of money for retirement? No. Do I have other investments that I can pull from if I absolutely needed to? Yes, I do. Am I living off of those? No. I'm literally working with what I saved before I quit my job 9 months ago. So everything in that department's still fine. And my husband's doing well at his job. I know it's not his forever job, but he's working with and figuring out his own stuff too. And I'm happy to support him here at home. So I pick up a few things too, as working through the relationship with him and figuring out if there's anything he needs sometimes during the day. Like, I can return something for him, or I can iron his clothes, or things like that just still give me, some usefulness from everyday life, and still learn how to enjoy my life while I'm also figuring out things about myself and what's next. So I tell you, thank you for hanging on there with me. I had a little list of things that I felt I wanted to touch on. I'm sorry it's not super organized or laid out, possibly like other videos might have been a little bit better. I feel like I kind of rambled on here a bit. Sometimes that's annoying in videos. People just ramble on. But I try to touch on basic topics of what has been happening. I am able just to get a lot of stuff done around the house, a lot of projects done around the house, and so there's a lot of emotional ups and downs. There's a lot of figuring that stuff out. So that's pretty much it. Looking at a lot of non-traditional pathways and processes, and stepping into the other half of myself that was ignored while I was doing engineering. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope it was helpful or interesting. If there's any of the things that I said that you want to know more about, let me know. I plan to talk about some of the things I've been learning as individual videos, just because I think it's helpful. It helps people kind of maybe put words to things sometimes that they're experiencing. And all right, talk to you later. Bye.